If you're Brazilian and you want an American accent, here's what it's like if you become a one-on-one accent coaching client with me. The first step is usually a personal accent analysis, where I get up to 3 minutes of audio from you via WhatsApp, and then I meticulously, personally analyze your accent. I come into this custom accent software that I built, and I annotate each word, each target, and how you missed it. That creates an informal database of the most common issues that you messed up and the most common words that you messed them up in. We use this to triage your issues and prioritize what are the most important issues. From there, you have links to Instagram Reels that are relevant to the most common issues, so you can work on your own. But also in every one-on-one call that we have, I'll just directly tell you how to fix these things. One way to think of this is we're going from unconscious incompetence to conscious incompetence with this personal accent analysis. I'm helping you become aware of the mistakes that you didn't realize you were making. For instance, instead of delivery, maybe you're accidentally saying delivery.
Continuous delivery.
Delivery. It's these tiny differences that create your accent. For each issue, we'll start trying to go from yellow to green, which means when you focus on it, you can do it. So we want to be able to hear the difference, we want to be able to say the difference, and we want to be able to start applying that difference into actual words, phrases, and realistic situations from your life. We do this through a combination of software,
hit,
sick,
detailed accent comparisons. Hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? How's it going. We can then have you practice putting this new difference into specific words that you've already messed up. For instance, saying Brazil instead of Brazil, or city instead of city. We could then have you create phrases like, I love Brazil, I'm going to this city, and try to have you catch if you mess it up and fix it to say it in the new way. We can also use things like ChatGPT to help us generate practice phrases. And anytime you need help outside of a Zoom call, you can send me a WhatsApp and I can give you feedback outside of calls as well. We can also practice with human-made phrases from various resources. For instance, I could have you read, "This is it." And if you're like most Brazilian clients, you'd mess up at least one or multiple of those sounds and say, "This is it," or something like that. And we work on bringing that closer and closer to the American version. Then we can practice taking your new skills out into the wild. And that can include reading real-world texts about topics that are important for you professionally and personally. So for instance, maybe you're mispronouncing engineering and you're saying NG instead of NG. We can catch that and fix it. And we can also have you speak live, improvisationally, about important topics. So we could simulate a presentation that you might be preparing for, or a meeting where you messed something up recently. We can practice interview questions, whatever it might be that you want to improve in your actual real life speaking. We can have you simulate that live, or if you can actually bring in a real recording, then we can look at a real recording, but we can always simulate it, and I can take notes, and we can go through the recording together and look at how we can improve it. Ultimately, the goal is to get up more and more into this blue area, where it's unconscious competence, where even when you don't think about it, you do it in the new way, the more American-like way. And we do this methodically, bottom up and top down. We work through the key sounds that you're messing up, and we babysit them along this journey, bringing them from red to yellow to green and ultimately to blue. And we also work from the top down, having you imitate real life native speaker audio and working on doing that better and better and better so that you can actually sound like a native again in real life speech, not just isolated words and fake situations. And while I can never guarantee sounding 100% like an American 100% of the time, we can get closer and closer through a combination of personal accent analysis, one-on-one Zoom calls, and one-on-one WhatsApp support. So if you're Brazilian and you want an American accent or closer to it, maybe an American accent like mine or a so-called general American accent, then you're going to want to consider becoming a one-on-one accent coaching client. Depending on where you're watching this video, there might be a button above or below it, or you might comment one-on-one, or you might go to the link in my bio. One way or another, somehow there's a way for you to see the options for one-on-one coaching, and we can see if it might be a good fit. It's not for everyone, but if you're serious about this, maybe it's for you. Any questions, just let me know.